Jack, big news today. Huge congratulations. You've signed a new contract. How are you feeling about everything this morning?
Yeah, over the moon, as you'd expect. It was a quick turnaround. The way it all happened, it was in a short space of time, and I'm just over the moon to obviously sign a new contract here, and I'm looking forward to the season now. I think it was a massive factor. The staff that are here, the people that are running the football club at the moment. And like I said, it all played a massive part.
There's been a lot of speculation about your future, particularly since the end of last season. So how have you coped with that going into pre-season as well?
Yeah, it's been difficult. Obviously, it's a nice problem to have, because if there's speculation about your future and big clubs, the way the clubs were looking at you, if they're being linked with you, you know that you're doing something well. So it's obviously nice like that, and like I said, it's good problems to have, but it's obviously also been difficult. Me being a Villa fan my whole life, captain of the club, I didn't know where I was going to be, over the summer. But like I said, I had a chat Saturday morning before the Man United friendly. I had a chat with Christian and the manager for about 45 minutes, and then I also spoke to Nassef on FaceTime, one of the owners. And the way that they were speaking was crucial in me signing this deal. The hopes that they've got for the club was obviously a massive factor in me signing this new contract.
So it's really only been sorted in the last few days. What was it in particular that they were saying that was making you want to stay at your boyhood club, the club you love?
It was just the ambition that they have. I know last season we finished 17th. We pumped a lot of money into the club last summer, and everyone wanted to obviously finish higher, but it's not always the case. I think in the end, we were probably lucky, if anything, to stay in the league with 4 games to go. I don't think a lot of people thought that was going to happen. I always had faith in myself and the team. But yeah, it was just the ambition and the drive that they have going forward. They've brought in 2 brilliant players already, and I'm sure that there's going to be more coming through the door. And it's something that we need. Like I said, even 4 or 5 days ago, I generally didn't know where I was going to be starting the season. That's how intense it was. But like I said, I'm just over the moon now to get it all done, and I can obviously have my head straight for the start of the season.
Yeah, and how much of a relief is it just to know that your future is here now and you can concentrate on your football?
Yeah, that was one of the main things. Since as soon as I come out of that meeting Saturday, I obviously finished the game and rang my agent straight away, and just says to him, I says, listen, I've had a long chat this morning with Christian, the manager, and Nassef, and I think my future just lies at Aston Villa. I says the ambition that the club have, that these guys have that are running the club, is all crucial, and I believe in the project that they want to go forward with. So like I said, yeah, I'm just over the moon to get it all done, and that was one of the main things for me. I wanted to start the season, knowing where I'm going to be. I didn't want to play a few games for Villa and then could end up obviously moving. I wanted it all sorted, and I'm thankful it is.
And for 6-year-old you, if you look back at when you first walked into Villa, you first started going through the age groups and be associated with the club, could you have imagined as a 25-year-old captain of your club, England international, just signed a new deal that you're really happy with, and your future being here? It's the stuff of dreams, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Obviously my agent was actually around my house last night for about 4 or 5 hours. He obviously come down to London. Obviously my family were there as well, and we all had a big long chat. And it's nice, sometimes when it gets all done, and you can sit there with your family, and like you said, you kind of look back on what you've done and how far you've actually come. And yeah, it's just obviously brilliant for me. Like you said, I've been 25 years old, the captain of Aston Villa in the Premier League. It's the stuff of dreams, really, especially from where I've come from. I've come up through the ranks and been a massive Villa fan myself. Always going to every game since I was a kid. So, like you said, it's the stuff of dreams, and And obviously Christian himself, Nassef, Wes and the manager all deserve, I think, huge credit. That's just one thing that I did want to touch on. They all deserve huge credit for how they've transformed this club in the past 2 to 3 years, all of them. Obviously Christian, I think, has been here now for 2 years. And obviously I know the gaffer hasn't been here as long as Christian, but I think everyone has played a massive part in getting this club back to the Premier League and securing the Premier League status. And I can't thank them enough for what they've done for me. You know, it was a deal that I got offered that I couldn't really turn down, if I'm honest. And the only way I want to repay them now is by building on what I've done last season, and hopefully getting more goals, more assists, and pushing Villa up the table for this coming year.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations on the new deal. We're really excited.
Cheers, thank you.